Hello. I'm not okay. I feel miserable and sad and mad and terrible and lost about myself. Um, Disclaimer, I'm gonna release a lot of negative energies and I'm gonna complain a lot in this video, so if you do not want to get affected by my bad mood, do not watch this video. But I want to say something honest about my opinions on my experiences in art school and just in general. I feel I was being very idealistic about my art journey, especially when I started deciding my major. I was like, I should probably keep doing what I was passionate about, which is painting, but I did not think too much. I simply feel painting could bring me a lot of joy and happiness, and I do not, sorry. But it's only after after I actually declared my major and entered this whole department, I just realized it's not what I was thinking about. I'm not complaining about the whole curriculum and the school and major. I think it's my own problem, but I just feel I'm really lost. I do not know what I'm doing. I constantly feel I'm making bad paintings. Like, I know some people say that you should just keep practicing, and even if you make bad paintings, it's a good practice. Like, and if you practice more, you'll get better. But for me, I just don't know what I want. And the hard thing in painting is for many other majors, like for example like designs, they kind of have a standard because they're communicating with the audience, with the users, so they kind of have a purpose for the design. But for fine art, it most of the times it's just the artist trying to expressing something they want to express, which is very, like, basically means there's no restrictions at all. And that makes me feel more lost because I do not have a standard. So even if I try harder, I don't know if I'm in the right direction. Another thing about myself is I feel there's an urge inside me that I want to find my own style. But even though many people told me you should not be so, like, you should not rush to get to declare so and so like a style for yourself, because you should not because it's kind of limit yourself. And I'm so young and I'm still in art school, so I should explore around. But to be honest, every time that I try a new style, I don't even know if I hate it or I like it. So I don't know what I want to do in the future, and I don't know. Like, I feel for the most of the time I just feel lost, and I don't even know what I want to do in the future for a job. And because I feel my artwork is not fine art enough. Well, that's kind of a bad word to describe it, but I feel sometimes my artwork is just too literal, but it's also not commercialized. Like, it's not for commercial purpose either. So I'm kind of stuck. Like, I'm stuck in nowhere, so I don't know where I belong to. And But also, I ask myself, if I don't do painting, what else should I do? I have no idea. Maybe illustration, maybe graphic design, but still, I don't know where I belong. And I will never find out because I already declared my major and I don't want to change my major right now. It's not saying that I hate painting and I'm gonna give up. No, I'm gonna keep making artworks. But I just feel really sad, really miserable. I don't know. Maybe it's my hormones, but I don't know. I really don't know. And also, I asked myself if I ever regret of choosing to come to an art school instead of like a general, like just like a normal university. But even in that way, I don't know what major I'm gonna declare. I just feel so lost. Like, I heard there's one quote online saying that many people feel very sad and lost in their 20s. I feel that's exactly my situation right now. I don't know. I also feel very bad for my parents because they paid a lot to help me to get into this art school, but now I don't even know what I'm doing, and I don't even know if I'm gonna make money based and live just based on what my skills right now. And I don't know. There's just like everything. I don't know anything. I don't know. I feel in this process I'm just relearning everything, and so I have to learn like a kid. And I feel the only skill that I used to be so good at, and now I don't know anything of it. And sometimes I ask myself, what's like why would someone hire me? Or like what's the shining part of me? Like I'm just like an ordinary person. And I have to constantly question myself about that because I don't know. Yeah, I feel this video, I said I complain about a lot of things, but I didn't get to an actual point. I don't know. I'm probably very irrational right now, but I'm really grateful for all the opportunities I have right now. Like I'm so privileged to study in art school, first of all, and also I'm very grateful for all of my classmates. Like in critiques, like everyone's so nice, they give out feedbacks, but sometimes I don't even know. Like, I don't know, and sometimes, and also one thing that make me feel so, not even mad, I would say I feel lost, is it's so funny that sometimes people just BS an assignment and then they turn it in, and in critique everyone else just trying to find the good part about it, even though we all know that the person kind of rushed through the assignment. But I feel just because fine art is just so like what is fine art? What is art anyways? How do you define it? And is there even a standard? Sometimes I feel like I feel so lost is because sometimes I make art that I definitely hate, but everyone just say, oh, you should go like try this direction. But I remember I was talking to one of my professors, my drawing professor, one day, and I was having a conversation with her about one of my art pieces, and she was like, I should definitely still try out new ways approaching the same subject, and I should try out different styles and different ways of paint applications. But I should always remember that I'm doing that, I'm exploring around because I'm capable of doing that, not because the original version of me is bad. I should always remember that there's always a part of Nikki that's so strong, and I should not feel ashamed of what I'm usually good at. And I don't know, I feel painting used to be so easy for me. I just have to paint what I see. But now, like, just that, like, painting it down realistically almost makes me feel that realism sometimes is not a good way of painting it, if that makes sense. That's definitely just my opinion, but because there's so many voices around me telling me that I should push myself towards the more abstract or like loose way of doing it. But if it feels like suddenly I have to deny all of the older version of myself, and I definitely hate that feeling. I feel very uncomfortable. I know I should push myself and step out of my comfort zone, but you know, it's hard to do that, and it's so hard to do that. I don't even know what I said in this video, but maybe paintings department head. Like last year, the paintings department head was telling us that if you come to this major, you can't give a fuck about what other people are like thinking about your works. Like you should be determined in your voices and in your actions. But I'm not that kind of person. It's really hard for me to ignore all the other voices and just do what I want. And maybe she's right. In painting major, it's very likely that in the next 30 or 40 years of your career, that nobody around you give a shit about what you make. And but you need to keep making art. I don't know. I feel in this video, I don't know. Yes, I'm not okay. Yes, I feel horrible about my paintings. And yes, I feel very sad. But am I gonna give up? No. I'm gonna keep painting. And I'll keep make bad paintings, good paintings, paintings that nobody like, paintings that many people like. I don't know. Maybe I should think less and paint more, but it's so hard for me. I'm just an overthinker. But I'm sorry for all the negative energies in this video, but I'm just being honest.